Hi, this is Ian Lyon. I'm a senior executive team leader with Usborne Books and More, and today I want to talk to you about recruiting and the fact that no matter where you are in your business, it's worth it to start building a team. I had the pleasure of being on the panel at the Minnesota Mega Regionals recruiting presentation, and now I'm putting some of what I talked about there and what I've learned from my UBAM mentors into 3 simple steps to help build your team. Number 1 is always ask, offer, and invite. This is key to building your team. You always need to put the opportunity out there. Instead of thinking about who would be interested in the business, just offer it to everyone. You'll be surprised on who will consider joining. After only 1 year in the business, I know I have been shocked at who has considered joining my team, And it is such a pleasant surprise and a huge reminder that we should not prejudge when it comes to recruiting. It's as simple as asking people, have you ever thought about becoming a consultant? Or what would you think about becoming a book lady like me? Put yourself out there because it's a numbers game. There are known averages that if you're only talking to 10 people, you may only have one person join. But maybe if you talk to 50 or 100 or whatever it takes to get to your goal, obviously you're going to have more people join your team. So ask, offer, and invite. Number 2 is to educate. The idea here is not to spit out information at someone interested in the biz. I like to say that sometimes I can have, for lack of better terms, verbal diarrhea, where I just don't stop talking. This is bad when it comes to recruiting, as people will quickly back away and become way overwhelmed. So it's easy to do that, but we have to learn to be active listeners. Some of us are better at it, but we can all learn to listen. You can do this by asking them questions like, what attracts you to becoming a book lady? Listen and then give them the info they need. Thanks so much for your interest in joining. I'm so excited for you. What questions can I answer? Then they may want to give it some thought, and then your job is to back off a bit and then use the feel, felt, found technique and say, yes, I felt the same way, but I want to make sure I'm answering all of your questions. So how would Tuesday work for me to touch base with you and to have a quick phone call just to make sure your questions are answered? Educate, but don't have verbal diarrhea. Number 3, follow up. Super, super important. And it tends to get forgotten. As with most everything, you need a system for your follow-up, and you will definitely need to hold yourself accountable for those potential recruits. You need to find what system will work for you, but what I do is I keep a notebook of, potential customers, hosts, and recruits. Basically, it's just a list of names with notes next to each name, whether it's that they've attended a peek inside or maybe they said they were too busy right now, and then I'll write down when I should reconnect with them. This means I will contact them and offer a phone call or to answer any questions they may have. If they're hesitant, I will ask, what's holding you back? This always leads me towards an answer for what they need, such as more information, and if that's what they need, I send the monthly recruiting packet that you can find in back office in the consultant toolbox. Or maybe they just need a little confidence boost. That happens a lot because they need to know that the job is doable, which it is. It's great for all kinds of lifestyles, but some people just don't know that right away. This system helps me keep track of my potential future recruits, and instead of annoying them all the time, I'm simply keeping up with their life and what their needs are via a system of follow-up. Practice is also important. When I first started Usborne, I told my sponsor, Laura Schagel, that I was not going to recruit. I just wanted to get the host rewards and host a few parties, and that was it. And I'm sure some of you feel that way now if you've just joined, or maybe you still feel that way. I have no idea, but now I'm here. I have a thriving team. I have a love for this business. It has flourished, and through seeing other women gain their own amazing teams as well, I can tell you that asking is the golden rule. Really, it's the key to recruiting. I continually have to tell myself also that business is great for all ages and all kinds of people. From I'm a stay-at-home mom, it's great for lots of stay-at-home moms, those with part-time jobs, full-time jobs. You really have to turn off that filter and ask everyone. Don't deny it to anyone, because we're all guilty of it. And even I have been like, oh, she's not going to want to do this. Then they're like my next best team leader. Seriously. So presenting the opportunity of working in Usborne business can open doors for people in more ways than we can even imagine. So get out there and share the love of UBAM. Thanks.